Make it personal. That is the theme of the week here on Chicago Bears Now. And if you want the Bears to get revenge on the Commanders, hit that like button. I want to set a channel record for likes on a standard video. It's like 3,500 and change. Actually, it was a Fire Matt Nagy video, if you can believe that. So smash that thumbs up icon. Full preview ahead coming up. I'm Harrison Graham. We are here for an early Bears-Commanders preview for Monday Night Football as the Bears are coming off their bye week. Washington, an early 3.5-point favorite. I think it opened at -4.5, so some money coming in on the Bears over-under at 49.5 points. Obviously, the game is still a week away, so by the time the Bears kick things off here, they will have gone 15 days without any game action, so we'll see how they come out. Let's take a look at some team stats as we preview this game from all angles. Bears 10th in scoring offense. Scoring defense, hopefully that continues to trend up. That 52-point bludgeoning in Detroit has skewed that data early on in the year, but still a lot of room to grow defensively. The Bears have been really good in key areas. Turnover margin +5. Obviously 8 takeaways the last 2 games has helped there. Tied for 4th in the NFL. 6th in third down offense and lead the NFL in third down defense. I think that's helped save the Bears a little bit. That and the takeaways. They're giving up a lot of yards, but they're finding ways to make some key plays defensively. Washington, on the other hand, 8th in scoring offense, 11th in scoring defense. So those numbers are obviously going to bode well for winning and losing. Middle of the pack turnover margin, a flat 0 there. 29th in third down offense, and then 16th in third down defense. So I'm sure that offensive number is an area they want to improve at. Hopefully the Bears can take advantage as their third down defense has been great. You take a look at the red zone stats, the TD rate, how often you score a touchdown once you enter the red zone. Bears 14th at just under 64%. Same defensively, 64.7%, which is just 23rd, so got to get better there. Commanders offense, 71.4%. They score touchdowns that often. That's 6th in the NFL. Then defensively, middle of the pack at 16th. Just under 59% touchdown rate allowed. Some injuries to watch for both teams. Kyler Gordon, TJ Edwards, they both practiced last Tuesday, the last time the Bears practiced, as they have missed pretty much the entire season with hammies. Edwards played briefly in that Detroit game before getting banged up. So that would be 2 big starters returning, assuming they play, and I think they will, but I won't have the first injury report until Thursday. Darnell Wright with that elbow injury, I think that's the big one to watch. Is he going to be able to play coming out of the bye week? We'll have to wait and see. Grady Jarrett dealing with that knee injury, did not play in the last game, did not practice last Tuesday, so unclear what his situation is as we come off the bye. Then Colston Loveland dealing with that hip issue. It wasn't deemed serious at the time, so I would expect him to play, but until we get official word, that's a name to watch. Also eligible to return off IR, Austin Booker and Travis Homer. I mean, Booker the focus here, obviously, as the Bears pass rush has been abysmal. Haven't heard anything new yet. I think Ben Johnson will talk to the media later today as we're filming this on Monday, so we'll see if there's any update on him. Travis Homer, he's not going to rescue the run game, but he is eligible to return. Could be a special teams reinforcement if they decide to activate him. And again, we don't know if they're fully healthy, but they are eligible to return as they have surpassed the 4 games required to miss on short-term IR. For Washington, Terry McLaurin's obviously the big one, dealing with a quad hip issue. Talked to our Commanders report host. He's trending in the right direction, so we'll see how he progresses as the week goes on. Obviously, the extra day helps. Noah Brown with that groin, we all remember his impact on the game last year, caught a little thing called a Hail Mary. And then Sam Cosmi, who's been out. They've been playing Andrew Wiley at right guard and the rookie Josh Connerly at right tackle. He's got a chance to return, so we'll keep an eye on his status as well. Speaking of the Bears and the Commanders, I want to crush, decimate, embarrass Jack Sperry and the Commanders Report in our Week 6 subscriber battle. We're starting fresh. 0-0, just like the game will start on Monday night. We're going to update this throughout the week. If you want to win this subscriber battle, hit that subscribe button today. We're going to have content throughout the week to get you guys ready for this matchup. It's free. Do not miss out. All right, who has the edge as we start to look at some key areas here? Head coach. I would give Dan Quinn the edge. He's obviously been a pretty high-level head coach in 2 stops. Atlanta got them to a Super Bowl, obviously choked it, but pretty good run there. And then in his second tenure with Washington, or second stop, I should say, in Washington, pretty good, right? I mean, Coach of the Year last year. I can't remember if he actually won it, but he should have if he didn't. Took Washington to the NFC Championship game. This year they're looking pretty good as well. So, look, I'm happy with Ben Johnson. I'm not saying I would trade him, but Quinn, a lot more experience, a lot of winning. I would give him the edge. Quarterback. I'm going to go push. Obviously, Jayden had the better rookie year. He's missed a couple of games this year, but you compare the stats this season, and I'm doing it on a per-game basis because obviously Caleb's played one extra game, 4 versus 3. But Caleb's accuracy higher, pass yards per game higher, double the touchdowns, even though it's been one extra game. Does have 2 interceptions. Jayden has 0. QB rating a little bit higher. Jayden's got the edge in rushing yards per game there at over 40 per game. But I think if you watch both these guys this year, you could argue that Caleb's actually been a little bit better. But considering the full body work, I'll go push right now. I think it's fair to say that either of these guys could outplay the other in this game, and no one would be super surprised. Obviously, Jayden's dealing with that knee injury as well. He's got a brace on. We'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to our keys to victory. Unclear if that's limiting him or not. The report heading into this last game was he was medically cleared and that there would be no limitations with it, but that he would be wearing a knee brace. We'll see if he wears one this week against Chicago. Who is the better quarterback right now? You pick one guy right now. CW for Caleb Williams, JD for Jayden Daniels. Who do you guys think is the better QB today? All right, skill group on offense, backs, receivers, tight ends. I'll go Bears. The Commanders clearly have a better rushing attack, but we don't know Terry McLaurin's status. I think even if he's healthy, I like the Bears receiver room more. Tight end, Zach Ertz is a nice player. If Colston Loveland plays, though, I think him with Cole Kmet, even though we haven't seen the full production out of those 2 guys yet, I think that clears as well. So I will give the Bears the advantage in the skill department. A guy to keep an eye on for Washington, though, Luke McCaffrey. He's starting to make some plays after a disappointing rookie year, so keep an eye on him. Offensive line. I'll go push. I wanted to say the Bears here, but the tackle situation is in flux. Darnell Wright, we don't know what his status is, if he's going to play in this one. If he plays, I would give the Bears the slight edge. But again, if Sam Cosmi plays for Washington, I'd probably kind of even that out too. Obviously, the Commanders have one of the better tackles in the league in Laramie Tunsil. Their interior is kind of spotty, so I'll go push. I want to lean slightly Bears. I don't think this Bears line's quite played up to its billing, although it has been better the last couple of weeks. Run blocking's got to improve, though. Okay, who has the edge? Let's go to the defense now. Defensive line, I don't really like either unit, but I'll give the advantage to the Commanders. Deron Payne's having a nice bounce-back year. He hasn't been great the last couple of seasons. They have a couple other guys contributing as well. The Bears' D-line's just been pretty bad, across the board. Javon Dexter's done some nice things. Dio Adengbo since week 1 has been mostly invisible. Montez Sweat, if he was making $10 million per year, is having a decent year, but for his price tag, he has not lived up to it. Grady Jarrett's been banged up. So, yeah, the defensive line has just not been very good. So, kind of by default, I have to go Washington here. Linebackers, I'll go Commanders. I like what I've seen from the Bears for the most part. I didn't think Tremaine played that well against the Raiders, but he was great against Dallas. I thought he was pretty good in the couple games before that as well. He's played better than he has the last couple of years. Still doesn't live up to his contract, but I think Frankie Louvu and Bobby Wagner are clear. Now, they can be suspect in coverage, but with TJ just coming back off the injury, I'll lean Washington there. Secondary, I think it's clearly the Bears, even without Jalen Johnson, especially if Kyler Gordon's back, but the Commanders' secondary has been pretty rough. We'll talk about that when we get the keys to victory, but I like what I've seen for the Bears' secondary, especially the last 2 weeks. And then special teams, I'll go push. The Bears' kicker and punter have been slightly better, but the Commanders' returners have been better than the Bears, so kind of even there. I'll say push overall. All right, we'll get to some keys to victory here in just a moment, but first, do want to tell you guys about our awesome sponsor, Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Hit a nice couple of lineups over the weekend. I continue to stay hot. Admittedly, not as hot as the last couple of weeks, but I'm still up about $75 this weekend on Prize Picks. Excited to get some Bears players back in my lineups this week, which I'll do as the week goes on. But another feature Prize Picks offers is it's the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. If you want to pick more on Caleb Williams' pass, rushing yards, and touchdowns, you can do so in the same lineup, only on Prize Picks. Little Monday night action here. Isaiah Pacheco's been bad, but can he rush for 30 yards? I think so against the Jags. Give me the more on that one. Goblin play, Trevor Lawrence. I think he throws for at least 1 touchdown. And then I like Xavier Worthy to find the end zone. I thought he gave the Chiefs a spark last week as well. Little 3-player lineup. Just an example of what a Prize Picks lineup looks like. You pick more or less on stat projections, and if you hit, you can win some money. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use our code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. All right, keys to victory. Don't get killed on the ground. This is not the Raiders. If you get destroyed in the running game on both sides of the football, you will not win. I mean, this is a clear imbalance when you compare these two teams, right? The Bears are 24th in rushing offense, and even that's skewed because from a yards per carry standpoint from their backs, you're talking about less than 3.5 yards per carry, not even close to good enough. The Commanders are first in rushing yards per game. Doesn't even seem to matter who the back is. Austin Eckler's out for the year. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt's been awesome. Bears defense, 31st in rushing yards allowed. Commanders, middle of the pack, but still much better than Chicago. You got no shot of winning this game if you get killed in the running game department. I'm not expecting to outgain Washington and to be more efficient on the ground, but if it's, I can't remember what it was, 240, I think, for the Raiders to like 70 or for the Bears in that game, I mean, to win that game with those numbers is kind of a miracle. If that happens this week, you will get run out. Like, you will not win this game against a quality opponent if you're minus 150 in rushing. I mean, can you keep it within 50 yards? I think that's got to be the goal in this game. Okay, challenge their secondary. I alluded to it earlier. Their secondary is not very good. Marshawn Lattimore seems mostly cooked. Occasionally you see the sticky coverage, but not very often. Trey Amos is a rookie. He's had some good moments, had some bad moments. Mike Sanders still has not played as well this year in the slot as he did last year. In base downs, he plays outside corner. I think that's an area when you can attack him when they're in base. He's much better in the slot when he can kind of roam around, but he has not been good. Their safety play hasn't been very good. I think this is an underwhelming group, and I think Caleb Williams in this passing attack, which has been pretty good this year, I think you can find some matchups that you really, really like. Speaking of which, I think DJ Moore is a player in this game to watch. Obviously, a couple of years ago, we all remember when he had that career game, 230 yards or whatever it was. But I think in general, you want to get this guy more touches. He's been fine, but he's just not a player that they have involved super heavily, whether that's Ben Johnson or Caleb Williams, or just kind of, where the progression and the play has gone, whatever the reason is. I think you can find a way to get him more involved. And if I'm Dan Quinn in Washington, I'm keying in on Rome Odunze, who has had the breakout season we were hoping he would have. And that should give DJ Moore a lot of one-on-one looks. And he's been getting open a good amount this year. So I think he's a guy that could have, 7-8 touches in this game, go for over 100 total yards. Okay, test Jayden Daniels' knee. If you're a Commanders fan watching this, I'm not saying dive at his knee. I'm saying force him to move around, see how it looks. I felt like he was a little reluctant to run against the Chargers yesterday. Now, wasn't needed. Obviously, they pulled away in that game, and he made a fantastic play on that 4th down to throw that touchdown in the corner of the end zone to ice the game. But I don't think he's looking to run as much right now as he's rehabbing that knee. Obviously, you can see the brace on his left leg there. We'll see if he wears it this week. I'm not saying it's holding him back at all, but like anytime a mobile quarterback is dealing with an ailment in his leg, like you want to challenge that, whether that's blitzing more, whether that's forcing him to climb the pocket and make a decision to throw or run. Just don't let him sit back there and feel completely comfortable is basically the point I'm trying to get at. And then lastly, and we talked about this off the top, make it personal. Like, if you're not motivated to win this game after what happened last year, not just in that game, but how it derailed the season, to me, you're not a big enough competitor. And I'm not saying throughout the week I want to hear from players necessarily, and I don't care either way. Like, they don't need to go to the podium and make it more than what it is. But if there's not a little extra juice, if this isn't a top-notch effort, you can't tell me when Tyreek Stevenson enters that building, when Caleb Williams enters that building, when all these dudes who experienced what happened last year aren't going to, kind of have a little extra motivation that it's already Monday Night Football primetime big game in the NFC playoff picture. I expect just an all-in effort here. Coming off the bye, 15 days since the last game. Like, you better bring it. You better bring it on Monday night. Doesn't mean you're going to execute everything, but the effort needs to be, 100 miles an hour throughout the entire course of the game. All right, predict the score. There is the preview from all different angles. You guys let me know now. What is the final score going to be? Who wins and what is the score? I can't pick against the Bears in this spot. When the schedule came out, this is the game we all highlighted other than the divisional games. 26-24, Cairo Santos at the gun. They beat Washington and get revenge on the Commanders. And if they do, that's a massive result in the NFL because the NFC, guys, it is crowded. It is deep. You got to win some of these 50-50 type games. And in a game you're going to be a little bit of a dog. Can you steal one? You got to make up for that Minnesota loss. This would be a great opportunity to do just that. All right, there you have it. That is our full Bears-Commanders preview. We'll probably do a second little preview between now and kickoff on Monday, maybe a little game day preview Monday morning a week from now as we get you ready for the game on game day. So that is one of a million reasons to subscribe to the channel. Let's take down the Commanders report and new subs this week. Full content all week long. Bear down.